What are the chances for a poor man to become the richest man in the world? Dreaming to be the wealthiest person in the world is easy, but only a few will make their dreams a reality. This inspirational story is going to leave you on the edge of your seat. So do stick around till the end of this video if you are looking for a dosage of inspiration. Early life. On November 25, 1835, Andrew Carnegie was born to an underprivileged family where they lived in a weaver's cottage with only one main room, containing half the ground floor shared with the neighboring family. His father was a handloom weaver, and his mother sold potted meals as she was considered as the main provider of the family. In September 1848, the Carnegie family migrated to America in search of better standards of living. The hustle. However, things only worsened when his father resigned from the job as he failed to sell his product. With only 5 years of education, Andrew dropped out of school to support his parents to earn money to survive through the day. His first job was in a cotton mill, where he worked 12 hours a day, 6 days a week to earn $1.20 per week. Later, he was offered another job that had better pay but gave him a hard time. Andrew found himself running a small steam engine and firing the boiler in the cellar of the factory. In 1849, he found himself another job, this time as a telegraph messenger in a telegraph company, where he earned $2.50 per week. This new job helped him build meaningful connections with several individuals every day. This new job helped him in his future endeavors as a man named Thomas A. Scott developed a liking for his personality and work and hired Andrew Carnegie as his personal secretary and telegraph operator. Despite several positives heading in his way, things were the opposite with his father. At the age of 51, Andrew's father passed away, unable to witness the man his son was turning into over the years. The tears of his mother made young Andrew determined more than ever to be rich one day. Scott was solely responsible for shaping Andrew Carnegie's career by helping with early investments in companies related to railroad industries, such as the Adams Express Company, that allowed Andrew to earn a large amount of money without any hard work. During the war, he was working for Scott, helping with military transportation and telegraph lines. He swiftly climbed the ranks of the railroad company in no time, which brought immense success to his career. By the year 1865, earning more than $50,000 per annum, Andrew was still hungry to climb the top of the mountain. With this fierce determination, he and his mother left Pennsylvania and headed to New York, seeking more opportunities to be successful, starting with founding the Keystone Bridge Company to meet the demands of iron bridges. Andrew was engaged in one of the biggest projects ever to build the largest rail and road bridge in America over the Mississippi River. As per the future trends, Andrew invested in mass steel production and also established the Edgar Thomson Steel Works. Employees were faced with harsh conditions and tiresome working hours, since Andrew wanted to increase the efficiency of steel production with a limited labor force. Despite being one of the most productive steel mills in the world, Andrew received criticism for his acts and was treated as a hypocrite, as he initially wanted to help the well-being of society. Paradigm shift. Having tasted success for several years, a vital blow hit Andrew Carnegie that changed everything. Due to reasons such as competition and economic crisis, the steel demand was rapidly declining in no time. John D. Rockefeller took advantage of this golden opportunity to ship his oil at very cheap prices, further aggravating the severity of wounds. Andrew, having turned down the advice given to him by his mentor Scott and took matters into his own hands, made things even worse. Leaving both Scott and Andrew shattered, Andrew was on the verge of seeking revenge from John D. Rockefeller. An unethical alliance between Andrew and Henry Clay Frick, widely known for his aggressive and unethical strategies, led to the downfall of the reputation and public image of Andrew due to a disaster that killed thousands of people. Andrew was regarded as a hypocrite, as he showed two faces. One to the public, where he showed he valued workers' rights and unions, and one face where he showed privately to Frick to enforce harsh working conditions. The tragic incident. A defining moment in labor history was the Homestead strike against Carnegie and Frick, which resulted in a temporary shutdown of the steel mill. This was a strategy they employed, assuming that everything would return to normal in a couple of days. However, believing that they were a part of the success of the industry, all workers seized the mill and took action to prevent Frick from replacing them with other workers. However, Frick was prepared and had hired a mercenary army to bring his new workers to the mill. One thing was crystal clear: this was a declaration of war. Matters escalated quickly, and within 12 hours, several workers and a few army men were killed in battle. The state governor had ordered military troops to regain order and solve this situation. As a result, Frick was able to reopen the steelworks that replace existing workers. Workers not only lost their jobs, but also lost their livelihoods as they were unable to provide for their families. For the existing workers in the mill, harsh working conditions continued to make them depressed even more. But without much choice, life went on. The story of Andrew Carnegie, from a poor boy to the richest man in the world, contains several dark chapters that leave a black mark in history. As we reflect on the legacy of these dominant figures, their darkest chapters should not be overlooked. Drop a comment below to input your views about Andres Carnegie's story of how he became the richest man in the world. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video and hit that bell icon to stay tuned for more interesting videos like this.